Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 25!
Mike, number 53! Mike 53! Gotta do better.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check nickel.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Touch! 120!
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the curl.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Wentz now to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
To throw again, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready?
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for our Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 42.
We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 53. It's going to be a long day.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
55 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Kill.
55.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Check tight.
57.
55. Check 55. Mike. Right there. Mike, 5.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Adams has it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
A gain of 19 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, this is Adams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Adams in his 2nd year in the league. Last season, a little bit of a surprise. Didn't get the starting role until the midway point of the season, and then actually would lead the Eagles on the ground with 511 yards rushing. Of course, it was a bit of a tough season for Philadelphia. 28th overall rushing the football in the NFL. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Wentz hands to Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Waiting.
In your face.
On first and goal, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season
who's going to touch the football? They all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. As time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. 180!
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Wentz now on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
46 down, man. 5-4.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Finding room inside the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Go. 280!
Situation. Let's go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Go!
On play action, it's Wentz. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
45, Mike, 45.
Now Wentz. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 14, Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wentz. Got a man. It's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21. Falcons 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 30-yard line.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Hey, echo.
Now Ryan on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Ryan going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Sanders, and he'll get this one up to the 26. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
Let's go.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Hey, watch the slant. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, let's go. 45.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st down, Eagles.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback.
On the delay, it's Howard. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Five down, stand up in.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Falcons 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.